Hey there, superstars. Welcome to Soulfully Illumined. Oh God, Soulfully Illumined. And this video, I was sitting out with Spirit this morning. I was sitting outside, hanging out with Spirit this morning. It's funny, the sun's coming out now. And I asked Spirit, what messages do you want me to relay to the collective? And what came through was the full moon that's shortly upon us on November 15th, the full moon in Taurus. And what came through was heightened sensitivity, an increase of the senses. And, you know, we have these senses. We have physical touch, we have hearing, we have taste, we have smell. You know, we have these senses, and I believe like they're all super important. Now, each one of us utilizes one more than the other. And they're showing me that the filters, basically there's a clearing out that's happening via this full moon, a clearing out of your senses. So as a result, there will be this heightening of senses emerging within us. And so what may be heightening as a result of that full moon is this amplification of what's been stuck as we let go of the old stuff, preventing our senses to be in balance and in alignment. So, because I'm seeing two sides of this, remember the infinity, right? The balance of the polar opposites into this oneness, this point of just 0 point. And what they're saying here is that we may go from one extreme of really just feeling through our senses what's been blocking us as those blockages are released. So that could come in the form of body aches, really just feeling the body and what it's been holding. Now, if that's the case, I'm going to link down below a website that I use. I believe it's called thespiritualnutrition.com or something like that. And it's basically messages of the body, what different aches and pains or symptoms represent from an energetic or emotional or mental perspective. So if you feel like your body's talking around this full moon, there's a reason for it. It's showing you something. It's showing you something that's ready to be released. Okay? And another example that's coming up is like sensitivity to noise, your hearing. And so they're saying here with the sensitivity of noise, for example, it could be that maybe there's a lot of noise in your world, your external world. And that's a representation of the internal world. Remember, from the Matrix, there's no spoon. As without, so within. So what noise are you listening to internally within yourself? That's just noise. Or even in your external reality, that's just noise. So there's key, I could keep going, but I'm just going to stop. I'm hoping you get the drift here. But it's basically just amplification of your senses or key senses that need a bit of a detox. And that's coming up. So self-care is really important at this time, right? Because what's really being drawn up is the subconscious, is the deep stuff that we've been holding in our body. Yes, some of it is ancestral. I've been feeling a lot of ancestor energy around me lately. I don't know if you guys have been feeling it, but I've been really feeling it, this intense support. And perhaps it's for this time. I don't know. I'm not going to analyze it. But I can tell you this, that there may be emotions as well, you know, that sense of feeling, right? Coming up as well, encouraging you to release the past, release the old, let go of that emotions, those emotions that have been pent up inside of you. It's time to release. So again, back to self-care. And you may want to utilize that water element to really help you to release an Epsom salt bath, utilizing, drinking water, filling it with some Reiki or just like, beautiful words or beautiful energy and love, and just drinking it. There's just different ways you can utilize water that can better support the body energetically, physically, mentally, etc. So that's one component. Okay, now let's talk about the other side. The other side with these increase of sensitivity, these increase of your senses. If you haven't seen, I believe it was the last message from the Starseed, or maybe it's the one before. They're all kind of like stepping stones. I find that they're all kind of connected. But what I spoke about there was how we're breaking out of the box, and the connection between the ancestors, the gifts that have been passed down, that are being passed down to you, are emerging. And this full moon in Taurus is really helping to pull it out of you. So there may be moments where you're doing a bit of a purge during this full moon, and then there's moments where when it's clear and light, maybe around you or within you, you get a sense. And it could be this small little crumb, but there's a sense of feeling a broader part of you, a broader perspective of you, or even having this gift coming through innately. Like you don't even realize it. It's not through thought, it's through instinct. With that perspective of your innate gifts through your different sensitivities, or maybe one particular, or it could be a combination of things, but it's through your senses, somehow, some way. There are gifts that are coming up. Give it some time. Because remember, as you are releasing, you're also strengthening these old, divine, ancient, I'm hearing, gifts. Give yourself time. During this full moon, my friends, I don't know, I just feel like it's deep. Like it's Virgo, but there's Virgo. Why am I saying Virgo? Interesting. But Taurus with the groundedness and utilizing those senses, but with the Scorpio, it's deep. So some of you might be having a really deep purge during this full moon. And I know at one point when I would hear that, I'd be like, oh God, not another one. But I strongly encourage you to take this time, whether it's a purge or it's a coming through, as a gift, and just really zone into it and see what it's telling you, see what it's showing you. It's really interesting that I'm pointing to my arm, because maybe that's a message for me. Maybe it's a message for some of you. In my past video, I was telling you about how my arms are just killing me lately, because I'm just doing. And I know when I tap into that arm, I know the message. I know what it's trying to tell me. And so this is a gift for me, because it's showing me something that's programmed in my brain. And I'm deciding, no, we don't need that program anymore. So my friends, in your reality, what programs in your body or in your different senses are popping up for you that you no longer need anymore? You don't need that program in your subconscious, in your body, in your emotions, in your energy field, period. So that is the message, short yet sweet, hopefully. Thank you so much for watching. Have an incredible full moon in Taurus. May you give yourself as much love as you possibly can. Okay? Love you dearly. Take care. Bye.